So take me down to Zolder Circuit, where the grass is green and the chicane's many. It doesn't really rhyme. Oh well. Oh boy, Zolder. I always get Zolder and Zandvoort confused. I think I like Zandvoort more. Zolder, all these chicanes, man. I trying to get them to be fast and everything. It's rough. I don't know that I've ever really done an official race here. I've done leagues and hosteds and stuff like that, but I think this might be my first official race that I'm doing here. I have done a while back. Hexen tried to challenge me to beat a certain time with the Aston Martin GT1 car here, and I couldn't get it. I've not gone back to look and see what that was, but maybe we'll try that in the future. I was able to get a 139 760 this week here for you. I think the fast guys are going to be doing 37s, maybe even 36s. I don't know. We'll see when we get out there on the track. I know there's more time in me on this track, but it's putting it together that's rough. Like, you kind of really have to be brave on the chicanes, and brave and finishing races don't necessarily always go hand in hand, so I kind of tend to be a little bit more conservative. So we'll see how it goes when we get out there. Without further ado, I guess we'll show you the lap. We'll go through how we did it, and then we'll come back here to finish up.
Your lap time was at 140.9. Sector 3's 2/10 off your best. Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 is 1/10 off your best. That lap time was 139.8. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
All right, Zolder Grand Prix. I got ourselves a 139 760 in our Formula Ford using the iRacing setup. Let's see how we did it. All right. So I think this was like an okay exit from this corner here. Nothing crazy. But our first braking point as we go through here full throttle is going to be, I like the third from the end where the zero on the Coke Zero thing ends. So that's kind of what I aim for as my braking point here. So hit the brakes, we're going to slow down, and we're just going to ease off, trail braking, just slowly drop it, and then we're going to kind of like go here and get on the gas, and we're gonna let that truck us out to the right here as we go full throttle through here. And then as we come back over, I kind of like, I don't have a defined braking point, which is probably a problem, probably why I have trouble being consistent here, but it's kind of where we kind of meet up back with this side. We're just gonna kind of hit the brakes a little bit, and we're gonna sort of trail it down fairly quickly, and then just kind of coast through the rest of this corner here. And as we hit the apex, we're gonna get back on the gas. So go back. So as we meet up with the apex here, we're getting back on the gas. And it's just full throttle through here. Our next braking point is going to be this access road on the left hand side here. Right here. We're going to brake, and it's just going to be a little brake and then back, little brake, downshift, back on the gas is what we're going to do here. We're just going to try and carry as much speed as we can, but we do need a little bit of grip on the front tires to get turned in. I do, anyway. So a little bit of brakes, and then we start feeding the throttle back in. We coast a little bit in the middle there. We're just shifting the weight onto the front of the car so that we can get that grip up, so we can turn enough that we're not going to track out way wide. If I tried, not often, I tried once just kind of lifting here, and lifting does break the car. The engine does break the car if you're not holding the clutch in, so that will shift the weight forward, but it's not enough. We need a little bit of brakes. We're gonna coast. We're still holding, when we're coasting, we're still having a little bit of weight put on the front wheels, and then like kind of when we get here, we can start feeding the throttle back in. We're gonna end up tracking wide all the way out here, and like I said, if we go a little too hard on it, we'll end up in the sand here. But yeah, this is all gonna be full throttle through here. And then, again, not a super defined braking point, but it's going to be a little bit after the 100. But before this stripey bit. Yeah. Kind of about halfway in between those. We're going to hit the brakes pretty hard. And then we want to get on the gas to shift the weight. So we're lifting off here. We're going to get on the gas before, so that we can start shifting the weight back, because we're going to be taking these curbs here. We're going to clip that one a little bit, and we're going to clip this one a little bit. Full throttle. So as soon as we hit that, we're a little bit of throttle in as we hit the first one, and then we're full throttle about halfway through between them. And we're going to clip this one on the right a little bit. You probably take it a little bit more. I was getting a little bit quicker through there towards the end as I was getting a little bit braver, but I kept on making little mistakes. It's gotten kind of late, and I keep on making tiny mistakes here, so I'm not able to get a better lap put together, but this one's pretty good. So yeah, it's full throttle through that next section. We're gonna start hitting the brakes about halfway between these bits of rumble strip here. And it's going to be pretty hard on the brake, and we're going to be downshifting all the way to first gear. So just on the brakes, slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Then we're going to kind of lift off the brakes, track just a little bit inside as we shift in. Kind of coast on first, give it a little, like goose it a little bit as we're coming out here. Little bit of throttle. And then just coast again. And on the throttle coming out, kind of shift that weight back as we're taking that curb again, and then full throttle here. And I found here I really had to crank the wheel more than I normally do to keep it tracking the way I wanted it to. But it's just full throttle through here. Every once in a while I'd have to lift on that corner just a little bit, but yeah, this full throttle through the rest of this section here. And then my braking point here is a little bit before the 100-meter sign. We're going to start braking pretty heavy. Again, we're going to try and get her all the way down to first, using the engine to help us slow down. And we're gonna trail brake, so we're letting off on the brakes slowly, and then let go the rest of the way and start feeding some throttle in as we hit the apex there. And we're just going to track all the way out to the left hand side here. Probably could have gone a little bit further. Yeah, we're just full throttle through here. And this chicane has been my nemesis. I kept getting faster after this, but again, like I said, I couldn't put the rest of the lap together. So after the 100 is my braking, like between the 100 and this sign here is gonna be where my braking point is. There's a pretty heavy braking point. And we're gonna try and get down to second. And I'm trying to be like, take a little bit, just like rub the tiniest bit of my wheel on these sausage curbs here as we come through, and then feed in a little bit of throttle as we come around, and then we're gonna put the rest of the throttle down. And when I started, I was trying to, and this was kind of my aha moment. And I was trying to turn too much to kind of make it straighten this out too much, and like come in tighter on the right hand side with more of an angle going down the track, instead of just trying to make the car point this way. We're just trying to point towards our exit marker here, so we're aiming for that. And then that gives us an easier. I was spitting out all the time, that way we don't. So yeah, just full throttle the rest of the way, and we got ourselves a 139.760. So yeah, chicanes, developers. I don't know. Also figuring out where to pass people, you know. I'm happy with the progress I made getting it down. I think I started out around the 45 plus, maybe 47s. I don't know. Just when I was putting around trying to figure out the quick way, and started bringing that down quickly, and I'm happy with that. So we'll see how it goes. If you want to watch along live, hopefully I got new internet, and hopefully that will let me stream at twitch.tv/thepiltdownman. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't. If you want to hit that subscribe button, it helps out a ton. And we'll see you next time. Bye.